after the happiness video, let's go into manifesting stuff versus awakening or enlightenment. What is everything about? So there is a, I would say, important word in it, important concept, which is trust. We're gonna talk about it. But let's say what we mean by manifesting and wanting the truth. If you're here, you in one way or the other seeking for enlightenment, self-realization, truth. And I've been or are into the spiritual trend, I would say. That is about manifesting the best life you can and being happy. We covered that topic in the last video. And taking control of your life, right? So is manifesting stuff related to the truth of awakening? Is it hindering the spiritual path? Is it a way to go? What about desires? What about the truth? Everything is the same, actually. It's so funny because it's all the roads leads all the road lead to Rome. Yep. Rome is the enlightenment, whatever, realization, whateverness coming into a full display for you, in a way, for what it means. But what is manifesting thing? So you have to take control at first. I think it's the kind of first step into not being a victim of circumstances. You have to reclaim the ownership of your own vehicle, of your own life. Vehicle being your body and everything that is around it. Because whatever is your life story, whatever you are experiencing, is your body. You cannot be yourself as natural in another situation that would be still you. You and whatever you meet as resistance, as bad people, good circumstances, is you. You cannot extract an identity of you from this and put it in another landscape. Doesn't work like this. So everything you see is you, or you could say it's your manifestation because it's visible, it's form, right? So beginning with manifesting stuff is a way of kind of stopping resisting the fact that you are the source of everything. So you first start with being in control. There's stuff, there is me, and I'm in control of things. If only I behave, think a certain way. Okay? What is that way? That way is happiness, is to understand that my inside relaxation is showing me a relaxed world. That's the thing. The more I contract and I feel separate and I feel in hostility, the more I see hostility. It's like in those old, I don't know the name, fair places where you had like merry-go-round and the hall of mirrors and stuff, and haunted house. Actually, it's funny. So the mirror house, it's when you go in it and you have guns, you're gonna see people with guns people that are you actually, with guns in all mirrors. If you go with flowers, in all mirror you will see the reflection of you with flowers. But that takes time to adjust the thinking mind to that. You see, the more you love others because love is feeling good to you in any way, it's nicer to feel in love with everything than to feel threatened by everything. That's simple. You still have the choice to blow your own foot, to shoot your own foot and feel bad, but you cannot say that feeling bad with a bullet in your foot is better than feeling relaxed, having a cocktail on a Caribbean beach or whatever it is that you find relaxing, right? So this is it. So manifesting stuff is the first step of recognition of the well-being that is implied into being relaxed and trusting in life and having a trustful um, landscape, circumstances, people. And still, there feels like there is autonomous center of command that wants more of that. Of course, why not? Because previously you were believing that everything was against you. And now you realize that if you feel happy first, then you can like manifest more happy stuff. But there is something inside that still think that the happy stuff outside is monitoring the happiness inside, right? If I manifest winning the lottery, is better than if I manifest losing my job. I will feel sad because I lost my job. I will feel happy because I win the lottery. There's still a kind of the landscape is in control of your mood or state of well-being. There is still a movement toward what feels good. I mean, there's always a movement toward what feels good, but there is a resistance to happening that could be detrimental to your well-being. So there is still a movement of something as a personality, a separate one that wants to go where it feels safe. There is a lack of trust into oneself. So that trust is coming from manifesting more and more of actually what you feel inside. The more you trust everything in yourself, the more the landscape will be trustworthy. So what about the truth, of this? The truth of what you are. It's not linked whatsoever to what you're manifesting. It's already here. It's already you. We can wait for you to go along all the manifestation and all the understanding you want. There is no good way or bad way, because there is no way. There's something happening, seemingly a way, seemingly a clarity that is coming from all the trying. And then you realize that It's already perfect here. But you cannot force it, because that's why it's called trust. In a way, it must be like an adjectival thing, because trust is the dropping of all limiting belief about yourself. That's what trust is. Trust is the end of others, the end of believing you're a point into big tapestry, and that anything else has an agenda of its own and can come and compete with you. Competition, comparison, time, movement, it's all the characteristic of separation. And trust can never be there. Trust comes when you fall back into not thinking, actually. Not thinking not as being an idiot, not thinking as a endless referencing of I'm here, this is my position, this is others. I'm here, they're there. I've done this and here. That's that function of positioning that creates the illusion of separation somewhere. That function can go on, you're not in any position. But that comes naturally. And the only way, it's not even to help, but when you're listening to it, it's because it's already happening, because it's just a kind of sort of happening. It's just dropping the resistance to whatever is happening in your own perception. And just relaxing. That's the beauty of it, because it's like there's nothing to do and something to do, and that's where everybody is like, there's nothing to do. Yes, there's practice to do. It's a non-issue, because actually it seems to happen what seems to happen. So if it seems that you're doing something, that's what you need to do. If it seems to you that you need to do, I don't know, a very, very strict practice, then go for it, because it feels good to you. And then at some point, might change. But for some reason, you had to explore this, because it's about the exploration of forms, you see. It doesn't matter if it feels to the idea of you that it's not good. Then it was like being not on a good path was what was wanted to be explored. It's in infinite ways of um, seeing relief in things. You see, it's like you get like the background and the foreground, and everything moves around. So whatever you do, the best advice I have for you is to be on your own side. You feel like doing it, even if it sounds like weird, go for it. See what it is for, and it will reveal itself. What will reveal itself faster is the absence of resistance. So maybe you following the bad guru. Go for it. Enjoy it. Enjoy being lured in a false guru. You're with a narcissist. Go for it. See what happens. Let your ego die there. Don't pick it up. That's the actually it's offering you a direct path to enlightenment. Just leave your ego there. Be the victim. See what happens. Don't pick it up. Don't make it a revengeful victim, a wisdomful victim. Just leave it there. Well, I was a victim. I'm not picking it up. And now what do I do? Do I carry my past or do I go for what I want now? You see, live your stories. They will always come. Go for it and see them for what they are. If you're resisting them, trying to find the best story about you, the best path, the best purpose, you will delay your realization that they are only stories. Will make them true, substantial. I was a victim. Now I have to work on myself to be better, to heal my wounds. So my wounds are real. You had wounds. You were abused yesterday. Are you in pain today? Do you need to carry where I was yesterday? Can you just go from there? Can you forget about your past lives, your tribe, whatever? Because now you have a choice to make. Do I want to be happy? Do I want to be free? Or do I want to be congruent in my story? Do I want to keep my ego story with me? And I have to patch it because it was abused yesterday. It was suffering, and ego is synonym for suffering anyway, because it's separation. So it feels bad. Ego cannot feel good. That's the funny. There is no way you have a successful ego. That doesn't exist. It's only suffering, suffering, suffering. That's the other name of ego. That's separation. I'm something else. I need to go somewhere and be real. I'm Pinocchio. I will never find myself. But I'm still trying, and I will suffer for it. I will die trying. Exactly what the ego is doing. Is dying trying to be real. But you're free now. What will you do with that freedom now? That's up to you. And it's all okay because it's just happening, you see? It's not like you have a responsibility. You cannot be guilty for choosing one way or the other. Because one way or the other, they are not the truth. It doesn't matter. They are exploration. So enjoy whatever way you choose. Be it the very contracted way or the happy, fulfilled way. They're just sensation, emotion. So enjoy it. Don't resist it. Okay? See you next time.